All right, everyone. I'm hot today. I'm trying to get a lot of these out the way because I had a couple of requested videos. But before I get into that, hello everyone. My name is LotusMaje. Welcome back. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. Come on in, suss out the vibes, get some tea, grab a seat, and enjoy this reading. Because as you can see, obviously the reason why you clicked on this video, we are doing a reading on Selena Gomez. So this was a requested video from Marissa. So I'm getting into this. I think, let me go back and look. So Marissa is curious on what Selena's upcoming album is going to look like and what her love life is looking like. So if you haven't seen my Zayn Malik reading, which I will tag up here, or if you haven't seen Normani, if you haven't seen her reading, a couple of celebrities, typically when I do something on their album, I also get something about their love life sometimes that comes up. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what I kind of get. But before I do want to issue a disclaimer before we get into this, because as you see here at the bottom of this video and down in the description box below, and that I am now stating verbally, triple seal. Statements made in this video are alleged for entertainment purposes only. Yes, I am a tarot channel. The cards should be giving it, should be a dead giveaway. So do not take tarot, do not use tarot as any kind of professional advice, whether it comes to medical, health, financial. Consult those people that you need to in order to get the help that you seek. Everything that I'm reading in this video is, of course, alleged. It's my own personal opinion. It's hearsay, it's rumor, etc. It's not something you should take and run to the hills with because, yeah, I am new to tarot. I'm kind of just going through this and discerning and doing intuitive readings. So if tarot, divination, astrology, etc., if those are things that does not resonate with your spirit, it irritates you, here's your moment now to click off. Thank you for the view, but don't want to keep you here and have you kind of just spreading that negative energy. So with all of that being said, let's get into it. So I know Selena Gomez, I think the last big thing I heard about her that she was recently going through was that she was rumored, or she was rumored to have been seen on a date with Zayn, and that relationship is kind of like up in the air right now. Nobody really knows if it's solidified or not. If you do, if you have some kind of speculation or some investigative prowess, you really keep up with these things, let me know down in the comment section. I would like to know more, because I try to not read too much up on these celebrities because I don't want them to kind of like interfere with my readings, if that makes sense. I just want it to be like straight off the dome what I'm getting, and not, or from source. I don't want it to be something that I got from the Source magazine or something like that, or from some blog and I'm taking it and putting it out here. I just want to read what I get and let the cards fall where they may, literally. I know that has been something that was recently came up about Selena Gomez. I know she was caught up in this whole thing between like Hailey Bieber and Kylie Jenner, which I do have a reading on Kylie Jenner as well. I will link that up here so you can look at that. So this was another big thing that she was caught up in. And then I seen something from, I will link to this YouTuber's channel as well because she did a really great reading, and I was looking at it, and I didn't know this happened, but apparently her and The Weeknd kind of like fell out because of, what is that show he just recently was in on Stars? I think is it something like The Idol? I think that's what it's called, The Idol. She did a reading on whether or not The Weeknd used a lot of Selena Gomez's things, troubling things that she went through in her real life, and used it as inspiration for the show, allegedly. So yeah, she did a reading on that, and I'll link it up here for you all. Please go look at that. It was a really good reading. So yeah, without further ado, with those big things out of the way, full transparency, out the way, I'm letting you know what's going on. The other part of my discretion here to be advised, I am reading with a new deck. I haven't read too much with this one. It's called the Ancestral Tarot. It's a pretty old deck. It's been out for a minute. I'm using this deck. I'm using a couple of decks today that I typically don't use for readings, especially when it comes to celebrity. This is the Transparent Oracle, and then um, the what is this one called? I think it's called the Witch Goddess or something like that Oracle. But you'll see all of the names for the cards down in the description box if you want to look into these or have them or whatever. I do not get any kickbacks off of it. I probably should have an affiliate links for some of these, but I'm not really worried about it. So just full transparency, I am using some decks I typically don't read with, so I may pop out the book on a couple of them to make sure I'm getting the right sense, but I will try to go in and do an intuitive hit first. So let's see what is coming up with Selena. What is coming up for Selena Gomez? Okay, I keep getting two cards that kind of want to come up for her. So we have Sacred Circles and the Lovers. And then we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So immediately, I'm just going to read off what I'm getting intuitively. With the Seven of Sacred Circles, I'm thinking nourishment. But typically, if you ever read tarot, this reads like the Seven of Disc or the Seven of Coins. So that usually speaks to kind of like basically you reap what you sow kind of thing. But to me, this I'm thinking nourishment. It could just be because of all the food here, but I think there's some things she needs to start planting and feeding into herself for her future, especially with this Lovers card here, that she needs to basically it's like self-care. So basically it's coming off like self-care, things she needs to start doing for herself, maybe boundaries she need to start putting up or reinforcing with people. I'm also getting a sense of things like, yeah, like sticking by her guns on certain things. If she made a decision about something, she need to stick to it because otherwise it drains her. Now, I know a lot of people, when they see the Lovers card, a lot of them immediately think of like, oh, that means she's going to have romance in her life. And sometimes the Lovers does not always read that way, especially because we don't see another like romantic card here, say like the Four of Wands or the Three of Swords or something like that. It kind of relay whether it's some kind of heartbreak or a romantic interest coming up. Sometimes the Lovers come up as, are you loving yourself? Are you caring for yourself? Are you nourishing yourself? Are you nourishing your soul? Is there things about yourself that you're taking care of? Are you taking the time to rest? Are you taking the time out? Are you walking away from things that drain you? Are you, pouring into what you need to? Are you really following and living in your true alignment? That's kind of essentially sometimes how the Lovers come off to me as well. It doesn't always have to read just romantic. The Lovers can also read for in business as well, partnerships, union, things like that that you're kind of trying to get into and commit to. And then you also have here the Four of Swords in reverse. And swords, if you don't know anything else, they usually deal with kind of like communication and your mental dexterity, I guess you can kind of say. So with the Four of Swords coming up here in reverse, to me it seems that there's some rest, there is a step back, there's something that she kind of probably needs to reevaluate or reassess before she steps off into the next big thing. So again, to me, it just kind of feels like I said, it feels like something she needs to be pouring her time into. Again, with the Lovers card being here, there's some decision that she has upcoming that I think she need to start preparing herself for. And I know she also suffers from like, did she suffer from like depression or bipolar depression or something like that? I don't remember. I know she's dealing with like her mental illness and her actual physical health as well. So I know this could be something with that. I think I don't. It doesn't feel like her health. It just feels like certain things on in her personal life. I guess her health could be personal, but just it just feels like something like, yeah, it could be her romance, it could be her work, it could be a culmination of all three: health, work, and business. I mean, health, business, and romance is kind of like coming up for her that she really needs to like commit to. I think only way I can say that, I think Selena needs to lean into being a I think she needs to lean into being a bitch. Like, it's okay. I know she excuse me, I know she wants to always come off as a good girl, but I think she needs to just lean into being a bitch and stop trying to be very nice to everyone, because everyone isn't deserving of it. Let's see if we can get some more clarity on the energies surrounding Selena. What else can we get? So far we have two cards here. So we have, I don't know if you kind of see those, we have the trolls, and then we also have the sun. Can you see the sun? Let me hold that down a little bit. Yeah, I gotta hold it up. So it's the sun and the trolls. And then let's see what other energies is coming up here. So I think there's a realization she's coming to as well. I don't know if this dragon come out. I feel like that's one that wanted to come out. So if it comes out, I'm letting it stick because I felt like that was one that wanted to come, but I'd rather for it to hit the table. If it's meant to stick, let it hit the table. So then we have, I want to say, is it the spring gateway? It's, I don't know if you can kind of see all of that. It's trees. It's kind of like the spring gateway. So that's her three cards. And so, of course, with the sun being here, ooh, I'm just hitting buttons over here. So, of course, with the sun being here, that always makes me think of like self-realization. It could speak to ego. It could speak to, things becoming clear, shedding some light on some things, new dawn, new day, new chance, new opportunity to do things. With the sun being here, with the trolls being here, if I remember correctly, I want to say the trolls spoke to kind of like, yes, it's that earthly energy. So it could speak to things just like here with the corporal, the physical, the material world. But I think it's just kind of like, recognizing where you want to go from here. It's applying oneself kind of thing. Like, okay, you've done the internal work, so now actually apply the practices that you've learned from previous things. And then also with the spring gateway here, of course, spring brings in things like, of course, renewal. It brings new energy. It brings again, those planting the seeds, the seven sacred circles. It speaks to a lot of healing, a lot of renewal, things being done, setting a precedent moving forward. But let's go into the book, because like I said, this is not one I deal with often. So just to make sure, I just want to say I'm really good. Okay, so the north, which is actually the landscape forest, so it speaks to the east, which is the dawn, the day card, which we got for the sun. And then we also had the north. So I'm going to also walk you through kind of like how to read this deck if you were interested. So in the east, it says, if when combined with cards of the direction of the east, remember patience when planning a new project, giving acorns to the time and nourishment they need to grow. If the forest appears with cards of its own direction, which is the gnomes, I keep hitting this camera, sorry, which is the knowns. It says progress may seem slow and responsibility heavy. And we obviously know she is struggling with something on a personal level, looking at this card. So this is really just reiterating what the tarots have said. And so with the north, it says, when combined with cards from the east, the gnome may have a message for you from the realm of nature. If it appears with cards of its own direction, gnome may represent retreat from daily life and complete immersion in the realm of nature. And then again, going back to this one for the sun, it says, if this card appears with cards from the, where is it, the north, then a revelation may be blocked, delayed, or kept hidden. So yeah. Hopefully you was able to see that, because I only fit so much on the screen. So yeah, there is definitely something she needs to realize. And like I said, I feel like, again, the realization I think she needs to be coming to is that she needs to not waste her time trying to be nice to everybody, because everybody isn't going to like you, period. What's the underlying energy we have here? Oop. Oop. She has the High Priestess in the World in reverse for her underlying cards. I think she knows it's something she needs to do, but she doesn't actually want to complete the action and do it. That's what I'm getting. She's afraid of what people are going to think. And the underlying energy, web. And usually when I think web, I think of creations or things of our own design. And you feel stuck and you need to figure your way out of it. Are you going to be the spider, or are you going to be the insect caught in the web? So we had a couple cards that all popped out together. The Inventor, we have the Traveler, and then we have the Detective. And so just to read what they have on the back, the Inventor reads, this is a good time to amplify your focus and to clear and purify space in your world and in your mind to make way for something new, or for news. Ship, if you do Lenormand decks, sometimes the ship brings good news. It brings renewal. You have the Traveler. Let's travel, education, and communication systems. Communication systems take you and your ideas to the world and are using the same to bring the world to you. And then you have the Detective. Look past the veil of illusion that someone is trying to pull. The veil of illusion. Remember, the Priestess has a veil in the back. That someone could be you. So examine your assumptions. It's her. She's her own worst enemy. And then we have the Hopeful underneath, which, and mind you, has a star. So usually when I see the star, it does speak for that hopeful energy, those wishes, that guidance as well. So the power of prayer and meditation can wake you up, renew your faith, help you attune to your needs, and align with your deepest truths. So what I get from this, I don't think you should be expecting an album from her sometime soon. Selena has to go on a personal journey right now. It may be something she comes out, she may do the album later. I'm not really picking up on something with the album here. If she is working on one, right now I just think she is taking time, and I think she needs to take this time to really work on herself, because I think she just has trouble like accepting who she is and just like not giving a I don't know. And I think that's probably why people in the industry really struggle to like her or be nice to her and things like that, like why she always get effed over. I think she tries too hard to be a people pleaser or to conform or fit in. I think she kind of struggles with that, and wanting to be accepted. And I don't know if it's because of her illnesses and things like that, she just wants people to accept her. But it's just like, Selena, it's okay. You're not everybody's cup of tea, and everybody isn't your cup of tea. Like, you don't have to fit in with people. Like, why am I getting like this high schooler energy? Like, let that go. We do have the Traveler here with the World card. So maybe there's some things, maybe she's going to be doing, because technically she is kind of already doing this. Maybe you'll just see more features from her on songs from um on international artists, because I know she did, was it that one with Rumi or something like that? And she did one with somebody else, that Calm Down song. So maybe she's gonna just pop up every now and then doing features so people don't forget about her. But yeah, I don't see an album coming up sometime soon with this. Like, it doesn't feel like it's gonna be later this year or like next year. I think you can wait a few more years for that, couple more years, because there's some things personally she needs to get together. Because baby is unfocused. She's too busy chasing after, I think she's going into all the wrong places to find happiness, and she needs to know it's right there inside of her internally. You are not going to be happy until you make yourself happy. Essentially, you find that. Stop looking for somebody else to do it for you. And I don't think she's taking that time to really just be like, okay. It does look like somebody, some earth sign is coming up for her too. King of Sacred Circles. The Hermit. Yeah, the Hermit and the King of Sacred Circles is coming up. Prince of Sacred Circles. I think there's some guy here, some earthly sign that's coming up for her, if there is some romantic relationship or partnership that's going on. But again, I will reiterate, I don't think she needs to focus on any kind of romantic relationship unless this person is going to help kind of come in and heal her. Whether that's triggering her or pointing things out like, hey, stop doing that. Like helping her stand on her, helping her be assertive. I don't think this person should be around her unless they're going to help her be assertive, because yeah, that's what she needs in her life. She needs she kind of needs a protector in her life, but not someone who's kind of like coming in being fatherly energy. Like, I don't want that for her. I think she just needs somebody that's like, if you don't want to do it, don't do that shit. You want me to call them and tell them we can't do it because I have a prior engagement? She needs somebody that's like that, to kind of give her an excuse, or make her feel okay with standing on her 10 toes and not having to feel like she has to go back on her word or what she said, etc., etc. She definitely needs some masculine energy in her life, because I think she's really into the feminine, that acquiesce, that I need to go along with the get along. No, the fuck you don't. She's making me irritated reading this. But yeah, let the shit go, girl. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, again, like I said, I don't think she's gonna come out with like her album per se, until she gets over this healing hump. When she get into this healing, unless she's doing something where she's gonna go like a Olivia Rodrigo kind of point, where she's like, I'm gonna purge all of this, the darkness that's around me or in me, out onto wax. Yeah, I don't expect the album. She has healing to do, and she needs to go do it. And I think her fans should be okay with that. They should be happy for her to go do that and let her come back and actually do what she needs to. Selena is still on the journey of self-exploration, essentially. So yeah, that's all I'm getting for this reading. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I'm just saying, this is what I'm getting. Wish Selena the best. Hopefully she gets this together, because yeah, I don't like this energy for her. Whatever that may be. Like, I need her to stand up. Stand up. That's all I can say. So yeah. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see the next time I upload. And with that, I will see you all in the next reading. Bye.